I think I got from the book was this premise of that, like, power is actually a practice, right? That it is not just a personality. And Nicole, like, we're politicians, and I know it's probably weird to have politicians telling you this is how you get the politicians to do what you want. But what I think we have in common,
we're public servants. I say public servants, right?
Listen, Nicole, public servants, however you want to put it. I am unafraid of the word politician because I feel like
that too.
that it's not, it's like saying lobbyist is a dirty word when I know the AARP lobbyist is not the devil. You know what I mean? But I get it. It has been embedded in us. But the premise underneath this book, it's simple, but it's not soft. That politics moves for people who know what they want, who know who can actually give it to them, and who can sort of keep showing up until, ignoring them becomes more costly than listening. Yep. It's not sustainable. Your pocketbook's what's going to hurt. But I think a lot of us were trained to think that power belongs to the loudest person, the richest person, the person with the title, the person who knows the, secret handshake, or who's been in that room the longest. And so power is not a personality trait, it's a practice. And I think that what Chris, if you can, chime in, is saying in this book is that, hey, simply put, like, you can learn it. Like, you can actually learn it, you can repeat it, and you can bring somebody with you.
Right. Yes. And I'm going to ask you guys if this sounds like anyone or many people that you may know. Well, there's not a ton of them everywhere, but I think they are everywhere across the country. So I have this friend, and he's been a bit of a mentor over the years. He was in the first ever Spokane Pride Parade back when they could, in 1971, when they wouldn't be given a permit. Amazing man. And he is one of the most, he's not wealthy. He is not, he's never held office. He's never run for office. He's never been the chair of, the local Democrats or anything like that. But he is very informed on the issues. And for his entire adult life, he has picked a candidate every year in every cycle, and he will deliver signs for them, and he will talk their ear off about the issues he cares about. And he's just been doing that for so long that you better believe if he calls the mayor, she will answer. If he calls our state Senate majority leader, because he lives in that state Senate majority leader's district, State Senate Majority Leader of Washington State, Marcus Riccelli, will pick up his phone, and this guy's never given a donation of more than $10. He's just continued to show up for a long time and make, he's been talking about these issues, and it's that is so much power, that it's a type of power and influence that can't be bought, especially at the local level. And so would you say you two have met people who kind of fit that profile?
Yeah, I mean, and it's it helps us to have people like that who basically, come and they're like, hey, I can invite, 10 people, or I was talking with someone in my district who serves and works with a lot of veterans. And she was just like, I can invite, some veterans over so that we can have a conversation. And it's like a small town hall, right? But for her to basically pull in veterans, it helps me, because then I have access to people, to a specific group who, when I am trying to pass or understand an issue, or if they have ideas about an issue that is going to be supportive of veterans in my community, which there are a lot of, not as many as Jackie's probably, but there are. She has probably more active military than I have active, but in any case, then it gets me being closer to that group of constituents, right? And people don't know how powerful that is. I think that that little thing, and those 10 people who she invites creates power for them, because they have my ear, right? you know, if they call me after that, then I'm going to answer the call. We're going to set them up for a meet, you know, and so it doesn't take much, but yes.
No, and I can say what I've learned and what I like, people are like, well, you know, what's the best part about running for office? Okay, running for office is definitely the easy part. Okay, like it's the
running is horrible, and you
got a different district than me
for doing it. I do not envy that role. It is brutal. It is exhausting. It is. I'm grateful for you.
But what I'm saying is like mental capital. It is hard work. It is the human capital that comes in and makes it, I don't want to say easier, because Nicole, like, you know, like I do, when we go into those back rooms, we have to be decision makers. That gets easier when we know we have people that we're accountable to. And so for me, it gets easier to stand up with your, as we like to say, and it's inappropriate, but I'm going to say it for women, my friends, we say TU, tits up. Like we go up in there, like, let's go. Right? Because we got people, and those people are the ones that, for me, there's a guy who highlights what he thinks I need to know in the newspaper, and he puts it on my gate. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the dude that I'm listening to.
Awesome. Right?
There's a particular cashier that I can go to at the Food Lion that if I walk through there, every time she's telling me, hey girl, you know, here's what I'm hearing. Like that is gold. That is gold for me. And so it allows me to be, not only do I know I'm going to have that conversation, but I can go into those rooms in Richmond, in our capital, and dissent very easily, because I know that my people have said X, Y, and Z. And these are people who I know for a fact have not contributed a dime to my campaign, other than making me a better human and giving me a better understanding of community.